Yo, what's good? What's good? It's your boy Jeruz, and we back with another one at Canes and Hills. I appreciate you giving me some of your time today. If you could, go ahead and mash the like button and subscribe. I really appreciate you guys coming through and checking out this content. We're gonna be trying to keep this thing consistent as possible, and it's just me giving me my honest opinion on different situations, either involving Miami Hurricanes football or Carolina Tar Heels football and basketball. So this episode is definitely for Miami Hurricanes. As you can see in the title, it's called Rounders. It's basically, talking to some NFL draft prospects, how the ones that we got graduated, like Mallory, Stevenson, Ivey, and we're probably gonna talk about some future prospects for next year's class as well. And everything on here is gonna be straight positive as far as when I talk about a kid or a player. I'm not trying to tear no kid down, tear no player down. They put entirely too much work in their career for somebody to just come through and bash and be negative. Nothing but positive energy and love coming from this channel. So, not saying you can't be critiqued, but I'm not about to be bashing a player, doing all that because players make mistakes. I mean, they put too much hard work, too much work and dedication going and just making it D1. Big props to the prospects that we got leaving, and big props to the guys that's putting in that work, that's trying to get to the next level next year. We're going to talk about who are the impact players. I want to know from you guys as well. You can let me know in the comments. Who are the players that nobody is talking about? The first player we're going to be talking about today is Tyrique Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? So he's a 6 foot, 214 pound cornerback. Currently he's projected by Pro Football Focus to go in the second round. Currently right now his defensive grade, his PFF grade is 76.7. That's pretty good. So basically they got him as the 11th ranked cornerback eligible to be drafted in this year's draft, which is good because there was a lot of knock on Tyrique this year. Not as much as DJ Ivey, but we was getting beat deep in a lot of games. You know what I'm saying? A lot of games it was getting beat deep. These guys have showed some promise, especially Stevens. He already was showing out in the Senior Bowl. That's what's up. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go over a couple key statistics. He took 31 snaps in the box. Pro Football Focus basically saying he's a firm outside corner. His patient play and style and physicality give a good impression of an on-ball man corner, but he's more capable in off coverage as well. So Tyrique is pretty much grading out to be a second round draft prospect. Tyrique had 554 snaps. 296 of them was coverage snaps. From his receptions to his targets, he had 17 receptions completed on him out of 40 targets. So that's a completion rate of 42.5%. And he had 353 yards thrown on him. He gave up 3 touchdowns, but he also got 2 picks. So that's a pretty solid stat sheet for Tyrique. It's looking real good and bright for his future. Next up, we got DJ Ivey. He's listed at 6'1", 195. And he pretty much had an up and down season. It's either hot or cold. You either own DJ's bandwagon or you're not. You know what I mean? So he graded out at a 75.2 per Pro Football Focus. That's not bad. You definitely getting drafted with that grade. But as Miami fans, a lot of us thought about the Middle Tennessee State game. Hopefully DJ can get everything together and he does well at the combine, and he'll get drafted. All right, next up we got Will Mallory. Some people call him Will Mallory because his blocking can be, a little bit more desired. But actually, Will led the team in receptions and yards this season. He had 42 receptions for 538 yards and 3 touchdowns. So that ain't nothing to snob at. Whenever a tight end can get over 500 yards, that's a pretty good productive season. And it might not be in the first 3 rounds, but I feel like, my personal opinion, Will Mallory getting drafted. Somebody out there and he works hard. He's like a blue collar like guy. Like he gonna come to work with a lunch pail and he's gonna do his job. That's pretty much it for the guys going to the league. Good luck to them and Godspeed. We rooting for you guys, and we really appreciate you guys, being in Miami. Next up, man, we got Mr. Cam Kitchens, man. Cam Kitchens. Yo, dude just ball. He just a baller. Yo, he just be balling out, man. Dude just be balling out. He'll line up. He a good tackler, short tackler. He got hands like a receiver. He got coverage skills like Ed Reed. I mean, it ain't no joke. I mean, you just put on the tape, man. He was getting coached up by Ed too. So, dude just a ball hawk, man. He's a ball hawk and safety. That's what you want in the league. And he'll come lay the wood on you too. with no problems. And Pro Football Focus, he got a 90 grade with Pro Football Focus. He had ended up with 6 picks and co-led the team in total tackles with 59. And he's coming back for another year. And not to mention, he was an All-American. That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it. And he shows exceptional leadership skills. That's who I want leading my team. A young man like Cam Kitchens. Yo, give me 22 Cams, man. We good. We're going to the chip area. These are all potential for next year's class. Just going over their stats and stuff like that. Next up, we got Agent Zero, man. James Williams. Now, my thing with James Williams, man, I love him. You know, I love what he do. And I feel like he be putting in work. And sometimes, I don't know if fans are spoiled, but it's a lot of teams that would love to have James Williams on their team. James Williams is just oozing with talent. Like, he got it. And a lot of people was giving him flack for tackling. Man, I seen James hitting people. You know, I don't know what it is. I don't see what's really the hate about the guy. He also co-led the team. He also co-led the team in tackles with 59 alongside his partner Cam Kitchens. They're probably one of the best duo safeties in the nation. And I feel like James is going to have a breakout season next year, especially being up under Lance Guidry, the new DC coming in from Marshall. And Lance utilizes hybrids. I've already dropped a video about hybrid players that Miami has, and James is definitely one of those players, and he's going to thrive in 2023. Thrive, man. He got a lot of proof. He got a chip on his shoulder. He's been hearing how people been chirping, and it wasn't even warranted. So James is definitely about to ball out. All right. Last but not least, we got Mr. Tyler Van Dyke. Tyler had an up and down season last year, man. He had an up and down season. To be honest, you know, dealing with injuries. Maybe he struggled with the playbook. I heard it was a lot going on. You know, the Gaddis experiment failed. The Pounce experiment failed. And it just don't look like he was put in the best position to succeed. And I really hope, and I feel like, and I'm rooting for him to have one of the best comeback seasons this upcoming season. Because we already know he got the tools. TVD ended up with 62% completion for his passes with 1,800 yards, 10 touchdowns, and 5 picks. Next year, I honestly think he's going to surpass 4,000 yards, and he's going to have less than 10 picks. You can put it on. If Vegas got a line on it, I'm putting it on there. TVD going to have over 4,000 yards. That's a fact. That's what I think. You know, because they got a new OC that's supposedly going to bring some air raid principles, and he's going to put TVD's weapons in space. And TVD's probably going to have him reading on one side of the field with a couple option routes and just setting them up. Then he's going to go downfield. TVD throws a beautiful deep ball. So that's not going to be an issue at all. And I can't wait to see it. And he's not deprived of weapons. It's been a lot like, yo, we need receivers. Yeah, every team like Miami, yeah, we probably could use a receiver or two or one. I mean, if we had to, but if you just look at what you got, we got weapons. Ed's coming back. Got Jacoby George, Kobe Young, Arroyo, Skinner. You know, we got Robbie Washington, Ray. Yo, we got some weapons. And he got a running game. So once that running game get going, I don't see how they're going to stop the offense. They get that running game fixed with the offensive line. It's a dub. Because the running is going to set up the passing, and it's going to be wide open. Once TVD starts cooking and he's confident, you can cancel Christmas. So I'm going to go ahead and say it now. TVD going to have a great season with over 4,000 yards and less than 10 picks. I want to know some impact players that you guys think that will have breakout seasons in Miami. Is it a guy that's started last year that's just going to up it a notch? Or could it be somebody like Akeem Mesidor, double his sack total or improve his sack total a little bit? Because he's basically playing on draft stock right now. You let me know. Will Wesley Bassant improve dramatically next year? How will the corners do? the Brown brothers, Porter. How would the corners do? Let's see. How would the offensive line? Is there anybody on the offensive line you think that'll be an impact player? Would any of the freshmen be an impact player from day one? I mean, we won't really know anything until fall camp, but it's never too early just to, start a conversation. And here's a couple players that I want to see either get some burn, because I'm fans of these guys. I'm literally fans of these guys. Markeith Williams, number 18, man. 18 can ball, man. Sometimes you can just look and tell, like, yo, who was that? Markeith Williams, man. He only had 3 total. Markeith only had 3 total tackles last year, but hopefully he gets more playing time, and it's only but so much playing time he gonna get because he behind 2 studs. But once he get in the game, he'll be able to show you what he can do, and you can see how the future is very bright for that young man. Another player, Brantley, a beast, man. Brantley is a beast, a blocking beast. Will Mallory wish he could have the blocking skills of Brantley. If Will Mallory could block like Brantley, that probably would increase Will Mallory's draft stock probably a round or 2. Some guys just got the heart to block, man. That's a blocking machine, man. I'm not sure about his hands. I mean, he had an opportunity to get a pass from Jake, but Jake decided to run it in, But took that man touchdown away. That man was wide open, man. All you had to do was throw the ball at him, Jake. That's all you had to do. Well, that concludes the episode of Rounders. I'm going to do Rounders for a lot of teams. It's not just going to be Miami Hurricanes. And I appreciate if you go ahead and subscribe to the channel so we can check out more content. I got content coming in the pipeline already. All right. Go Canes.